Hello, soul family, and everyone out there in the world. This is Spiritual Essence, and this is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising from the dates of April 4th to the 17th. Now, this is a general message, so not everything may relate to your current situation. If it doesn't, take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember that wars are vice versa. Now, I wanted to start by talking about a little bit about alignments that you're getting hit with as far as transits in the sky. Before I get into the reading, so that you know what kind of transits are hitting you as well as the reading itself. Now, you got Mars in the North Node sextile in you, so you're having a bunch of opportunities to go after your North Node, your spiritual path. Which the spiritual path is taking ideas and implementing them to a group to innovate or move forward with life. But instead, in the South Node by default is in Sagittarius, so we are comfortable with relying on faith and spirituality and believing that everything's going to be okay. But we need to have innovative ideas and come together with them. Right now, Virgo, you have a bunch of opportunities to do so. You also have Mars, like I said, sextile in you, so you have a bunch of opportunities to go after your passions, your motivations, and show your intentions, as well as aggression can be. So watch that. You could be having opportunities of negative things as well, because it's always a positive and a negative to everything. And we have Uranus in your trine sign of Taurus, so you're having a gift of being, of having your own unique way of being stable. And Jupiter and Saturn are in conjunction you, so you might not know exactly how, even if there are these opportunities in your life, you might not exactly know how, or have that know-how to implement them into reality. And your faith with your passions and motivations and what you intend to do with your life, as well as your spiritual path. And Mercury just went into Aries, so Aries in conjunction you, so there might be frustrations because Mercury moves really fast in Aries, and Mercury itself rules your sign of Virgo. So with that being said, you might have a lot of quick thoughts. You might not be able to handle your keep a hold of your thoughts, as well as might receive minor frustration. But there's always a pro to a con. The pro is that things are going to be coming to you fast. It's just the way you're going to have to take it and innovate it into the world is going to be a misunderstanding. Just look around, check your circumstances, check what people around you. Know your barriers and know your walls. For Venus is also in Aries, so you might have in conjunction misunderstandings when it comes to love, appreciation, valuing things, and people, places, and things at this time. Once you get that influx figured out, it should be smooth sailing. But Venus doesn't like to be in Aries because it's going too fast to maintain love, so to speak. And then last but not least, we got Pluto in your brotherly sign of Capricorn. So there might be a lot of transformation going on. So you're having a gift of transforming your life. So a lot of transformations might be happening during this time, a lot of changes. And we all know Virgo, so I'm a Virgo Libra, I still have Virgo in my chart, with Jupiter in Virgo, that it can get quite hectic and chaotic because we Virgos don't like not change. Like we are comfortable with fast change, and that's what Pluto is all about, is transformation and change. So with that being said, let's shuffle these 3 times. And then I'm going to lay down a past, present, future spread and clarify it thoroughly, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology deck. So for this overall card of the reading, the Eight of Pentacles, so you might be working on something. In the recent past, you get the Four of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So this could be you being in unsatisfactory, being bored, wanting something new, and then, but you're after going through this boredom, work pops up, and this looks like you're contributing to a group project of some sort, or just working in general. But this work and working with people or working together with someone is bringing anxiety to the situation, making you feel like things are blinded. You might feel trapped when you really aren't trapped. You just need to take the blindfold off and just focus on your work. We'll clarify that to get more thoroughly information as later on in the reading. In the present moment, you get the Ace of Swords, the Temperance card, and the High Priestess. So you had some type of idea come up, some type of thought, some type of action you want to go after or go towards, and you have communication or an idea coming in. And from this idea, you're compromising and combining and mixing things together, like she's mixing the cups. Usually this is a card about healing. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, because Temperance is a Sagittarius. If you're dealing with anybody maybe pertaining to this work situation, Three of Pentacles, and you're combining and creating, and you're listening to your intuition. And the High Priestess is Taurus energy, so you could be dealing with the Taurus Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising. But either way, you're combining and creating and healing a situation, or combining and creating with this idea. Oh, my bad. With this idea, and you're listening to your intuition. In the near future, you get the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So this is a new project, maybe a new communication, but there's some type of immaturity with it, because the pages are usually represented by students. Student energy, learning, and swords represent communication, so there might be some type of communication, but you're not sure exactly how to communicate that in the near future. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the brand new opportunity in the materialistic world being handed over to you from this Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is looking at the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is giving it to the Page of Swords. So you could be dealing with you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could have that in your chart somewhere. But either way, you have an opportunity that is coming in, and you're taking power and control over a situation and authority over a situation. You might even be a father figure. You might not necessarily have a child, but you might be the one with the mentality enough to handle a situation or whatever you're dealing with in the future, which is concerns authority and fatherly energy, and taking power and control over a situation. Now let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles in the overall position. So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hangman, the Justice card, and the Five of Swords. Again, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. And anyways, you're in a standstill. You have card between a couple of roads that you can go down to. And there's a judgment card that's being made. Now, mind you, if you're making a judgment card, do your best to not be too hasty on making this judgment. But if it feels right, it's pertaining to work, because it is clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever this judgment card is, or this judgment decision that you're making is, make sure it's not one just that leads you into defeat, because This is what's after. This self-defeat after the judgment call. So you're caught between two or more different roads, and you from these two different roads you end up into a judgment call, or making a judgment call, or someone judging you, and then some type of defeat. So whatever it is pertaining to work that is putting you into a standstill and making you having you in the energies of having to judge something or make a judgment call, or someone judging on you, uh, you might feel attacked, you might feel defeat, self-defeat from this judgment call. So don't let yourself, this looks like self-sabotage. Do your best to not self-sabotage yourself, just keep on walking, and don't worry about the outcome, just do what you need to do, what you feel like you need to do, and the universe and spirit will take care of you. So let's clarify the Four of Cups in the recent past. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the Justice card, and the Three of Wands. So from this boredom and dissatisfactory energy, you end up being putting yourself into manifestation mode. So from this manifestation mode, and you manifesting, you're bringing everything in. Some type of balance is being put or on the way, either between you and just life in general, you and someone else, or there's some type of balance being brought into a situation. You could be dealing with the Libra on Aries as well, strong Aries. And the Three of Wands is after this balance has been made, and the Three of Wands is launching long-term plans. You might have a goal for yourself, you might have a work project, because the Three of Pentacles is right afterwards. So whatever this launching long-term plans or looking forward in life and planning everything out, that's a good energy, because you are in a manifestation mode and you are in a place of balance, which is really good to see in the recent past. So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles in the recent past. So in the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So there's some type of ending, maybe an ending between somebody else that you're working with, or an ending of some sort. Let's clarify this. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. Okay, so you start worrying about trial and error and how things are looking, what things are doing, and you're solving problems. So you're in a problem solving. You were in a problem solving mode, or dealing with some minor conflict. Because if you look at this guy is like carrying his sword. This guy is swinging it over here. It's not really as bad as the Ten of Swords or the Five of Swords, but in other ways there's minor conflict, and there's problems to be solved, which what comes after the Five of Wands is the Four of Wands. So it looks like you've solved these problems, I can see, as far as I can see. And the Four of Wands means happy home, happy life, maybe even being married or having a strong partnership with somebody. But either or, this is clarifying the Three of Pentacles. So whatever you're working, or whoever you're working with, this is a good thing, and it's leading you into a place of prosperity and happiness. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords in the recent past. So the Eight of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So this is you rushing towards somebody, something. You're probably most likely dealing with some type of work, especially since the overall card is you working on something. This is you rushing towards whatever you're wanting to work on, but you feel like you're alone in this situation. You might feel like you are, or you could be getting support from this, because what's after the Five of Pentacles is the King of Wands. Someone could be supporting you, and then you having this grounding energy and going after your passions or your visions in a leadership like quality way. But there might be some type of anxiety, because this could either be some type of support or you feeling alone, but either way you're going after what you want and desire, and as far as your visions and your passions goes. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords in the present moment. And that's what happened in the recent past. Was you going after some type of project or vision heavily. Now, in the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Fool card. So this is you persevering into, or since this is before the Two of Cups, so before the Two of Cups, this could be you defending yourself from a situation, or persevering into a into a relationship with somebody. It's either or. You're either persevering with a relationship and it's putting you into a forced journey, a new beginning, or this is you defending yourself and being putting your walls up towards this relationship, and you setting your own path by yourself in your own way. So let's clarify the Temperance card in the present moment. So the Temperance card is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So this is you being an emotionally independent energy, emotional sufficiency, self-sufficiency, and emotional independence, which is really good to see. And you're also in a very grounded energy, but you're very protective and nurturing and taking care of things, and putting care into people, places, and things. Maybe even your work, you're putting more care into what you're working on. But there's something in the past that you're still looking back at, and it's making you sad. Just do your best to not look at this past. Do your best to move forward, because you have a bunch of good stuff going for you. Because this is before, but this is what's stopping you. This is what's going to drag you down, is you looking in the past. So don't look in the past, keep moving forward. And let's clarify the High Priestess in the present moment. So the High Priestess is clarified by the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Devil card. So you are, what's crazy is that you're in your head, or you could be dealing with two people right here, or this could be you being in your head but also emotionally grounded. Do your best to balance your mind and your heart together equally, and you're in emotional grounding energy at the present moment. You're listening to your intuition, but there's some type of feel that's going on, which is putting you into this High Priestess mode and listening and following your intuition. So whatever this feel is, or or this indulgences. It could be indulgence as well. It could be even uh, someone being with drugs for some of you. Not sure, it just popped up in my mind, but this could be someone dealing with drugs. And but you need to balance your heart and your mind. But you are gratefully in a state of emotional grounding energy, as well as like I said, being very grounded. So let's clarify the Page of Swords in the near future. The Page of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So this can be you in your looks like to be you, and you're in materially grounded, materially sufficient, but you could also be a little bit conservative, or held back, or a little bit me in your future. Just do your best to not be in that energy. But overall, you are doing really good, and you are grounded, as well as I apologize for that. You're grounded, and from being grounded, it goes into the Knight of Pentacles, which is you moving cautiously, slowly towards some type of project or some type of material. But you could also be a little bit stubborn, so watch out for the stubbornness. But you are very self-aware of what everything's going on in your future. So this is really good to see. And it moves from the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, to the Knight of Pentacles, to the Queen of Swords. So you might be self-aware of something, or some one person, place, or thing. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. So the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So if something's hidden, or you're listening to your intuition, you could be dealing with a Pisces. But you're in material independence. You're going to be in material independence, and you're going to be materially sufficient and well off. So everything in life looks to be going good, and you're doing the right thing as far as what's right for you. So this is really good energy. I can clarify the Moon card to see exactly what this moon is all about. Okay, 8 of Wands, so some type of communication might come in that brings you a opportunity of some sort, and it's dealing with spirituality and faith, and like not religious, but spiritual in general. Be dealing with whatever you're working on, so you could be working on something spiritual at the moment, but there's going to be an opportunity that comes in the form of communication. So let's clarify the Emperor in the near future. Okay, so the Emperor is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Now mind you, the Emperor is here, so this could be a Aries, and I forgot to tell y'all that you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, and Two of Swords is you being in some type of anxiety or repressed thoughts. Something might be bothering you, but you're going after love, or someone's coming towards you with their cup in terms of love, but they can be a little bit immature, because the pages again represent students or learning people. People who are learning. So you could be dealing with somebody that's a little bit immature, but they're in the love aspect, but they're wanting to bring the cup towards you, and it's making you have a choice. Which way do you want to go? And you're taking power or authority over a situation and deciding, making a choice of which way you want to go. So that was gets pretty intense towards the end with this communication and this choice that you have to make. Don't let the anxiety and overwhelm you, and don't let anybody, people, places, or things overwhelm you, as well as circumstances and situations. Be in the space of everything happening in your favor. So let's pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck. So your first Moonology card you get is New Moon in Scorpio. Work through your feels. Like I said, there's some type of feel that you might be dealing with. So this, for most of y'all, is going to be some type of feel that it's having you put into a very cautious and practical and slow moving energy, but just do your best to not be too stubborn, like I said before. But work through your feels, and don't let those feels overwhelm you. The next Moonology Oracle card that you get is Full Moon in Aquarius. So this is show the world the real you. So don't be afraid to show the world the real you. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be in your individuality. Like it says, show the world the real you. Don't worry about anybody coming towards you that might think different, or like for some of y'all, when I was looking back, this Knight of Wands and 5 of Pentacles and King of Wands that clarified this 9 of Swords in the recent past. This could be someone coming towards you and making you feel alone because they think their vision is right. And they're sure of it, for some of you. Now, like this card says, New Moon in Aquarius, Full Moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. And then, the last Moonology Oracle card you get is the Blue Moon, and this is believe in the impossible. So believe in the impossible, believe that everything's going to work out in your favor, believe that what you think is not possible is very well can be possible. Very well may be possible. Okay, so like it says, Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. Now with that being said, this concludes this reading for Virgo. I hope this helped. Shout out to the Soul Fam, and until next time, peace.